Okay, so we'll start with today's lecture. It will be on motion curves. In previous lecture, we had seen displacement time curve. The slope of displacement time curve ds by dt, it gives velocity. Then next is velocity time diagram, and the slope of this velocity time diagram, if you see dv by dt, it gives acceleration. And then we had discussed this part also, change in displacement is equal to area under Vt curve. Then next diagram is acceleration time diagram. In case of acceleration time diagram, if you consider a point and take the slope of that point, so that will be dA by dt and it gives jerk. And we had also seen this part, change in velocity is equal to area under AT curve. Then after that, this one is the last diagram, velocity displacement curve. So y-axis is velocity in meter per second, x-axis is displacement in meters. Now if you take the example of this curve and at any point if you draw a tangent, what will be slope of this? It will be dv by ds, and when you multiply the slope of vs diagram by velocity, v dv by ds will give you acceleration. So acceleration is equal to velocity into slope of vs diagram. If this acceleration time is given and you have to find out displacement of the point, okay, change in displacement, in that case you have two options. One is from acceleration time diagram you have to draw Vt diagram, and from Vt diagram you have to compute that displacement. This is one method. And second method is directly from acceleration time diagram, which is shown over here, acceleration versus time, you can calculate change in displacement. Okay, so understand this method. One numerical we might take about this method later on. Okay, so here just observe this, it is acceleration on y-axis versus time on x-axis, and here one curve has been shown, and initial time is t1, final time is t2, and the centroid of this one is marked over here. So what will be s2 minus s1? So 0.2 minus 0.1 displacement is equal to whatever the second point is written. I mean the first point is there, na? This time one. For that we have to write velocity. Okay, so s2 minus s1, whatever the second term is there, okay, in displacement difference, that term velocity we are taking in bracket t2 minus t1 plus area under this AT curve between t1 and t2 multiplied by, you have to locate the centroid of this shaded area from t2 side. Okay, so this method is called moment area method for finding displacement. Okay, see the second example here. Again acceleration versus time diagram is shown, and then here the time interval is from t2 to t3. So how to find the displacement? S3 minus S2. Okay, here you can see S3 minus S2 is equal to whatever second displacement is there, its velocity. So V2 in bracket difference of this T3 minus T2 plus area under this AT curve between T2 and T3 multiplied by location of centroid of that area from T3. Okay, from the further point we have to take the centroid. So we are basically taking moment of area, that is why this is known as moment area method. Okay, so if a graph is given to you, AT diagram, from that how to draw, how to calculate this change in displacement, it is given by this method, and sample we will do one numerical later on. So first we will see concept of slope. Okay, so when x-axis is given, we have positive x-axis and line has been given. So when you calculate the slope, okay, if you go in this anti-clockwise direction, if you take the angle in anti-clockwise direction, that slope is positive. Okay, and again we have positive x-axis and this is a line given. What will be its slope? It will be negative. Now here we will see four cases. Okay, observe case number 1. Okay, x or velocity versus time diagram has been shown and a curve has been drawn over here. Now if you take point number 1 and point number 2, draw the tangent and measure the angle of that tangent with respect to x-axis, positive x-axis, you can get angle. Okay, that is slope, theta angle. So theta 1 and theta 2 we can get. Now if you see the case 1, okay, this is case 1. In case 1, angle is increasing. Okay, so slope is increasing in positive direction. Okay, so that is why here it is written that slope is increasing in positive direction. Okay, so here if you see this in case number 1, for this curve, slope is increasing in positive direction. Now see this second example here. This is again x or v versus time diagram. Okay, and here this curve has been shown. We have taken 2 points, point 1 and point 2 as example. Okay, draw a tangent for that point, and then with respect to x-axis, we are measuring the slope. Okay, so this is clockwise, so it will be negative slope. So theta 1 and theta 2 both are negative. Now in second case, also if you see, slope is increasing, but in which direction? Negative direction. This is case 2. Now observe case 3. Again x or v versus time, and curve has been shown like this. Okay, we have again considered 2 points, point 1 and point 2, drawn a tangent, and we are measuring with respect to positive x-axis what is the slope. Okay, so this angle is in anti-clockwise direction, so slope is what? Positive direction. But the slope value, if you see here, angle is more and angle is then decreasing. Okay, so slope is decreasing in positive direction. And last case, x or v versus time, this is the curve, and we have again taken 2 points, point 1 and point 2, drawn a tangent, and we are taking the angle with respect to x-axis. Okay, so we have theta 1 slope and theta 2 slope. In this case also slope is decreasing, but since this is clockwise, it is decreasing in negative direction. Okay, so these are the 4 cases. Again, all the 4 cases I'll show you on the same screen. So these 4 cases you have to remember. Okay, now using these 4 cases, we can solve numerical related to motion curve. Now we'll see some examples related to motion curves. Okay, first, if you consider first column, we'll see this column wise. Okay, so first column, if you see, it is uniform velocity motion curve. So velocity is what? Uniform, meaning velocity will be constant. So I'll show over here. Just observe the first column. Okay, I am drawing velocity versus time. So velocity is constant. What about acceleration? When velocity is constant, the acceleration will be 0. So on AT diagram, acceleration we have to show A is equal to 0. Next, ST diagram. What is the slope of ST diagram? It will be ds by dt, and ds by dt is what? Velocity. So what we can write is velocity is slope of ST. Okay, now since velocity is constant, here what you will get is ST diagram will be like this. Okay, so since velocity is positive, slope will be positive. So that is why this theta, it is in positive direction. Okay, theta is positive, but it is having same value. Okay, slope is what? Constant. Next example we will see. Now suppose if S has some value. Okay, initially S has some value. Okay, so suppose S is having some value. So this will be the curve like this. Okay, so what is this? At t equal to 0, S has a value. S has value. Okay, now next we will see uniform acceleration motion curve. Now what is the meaning of this uniform acceleration? Acceleration will be constant. So we can show a constant acceleration curve. So this will be acceleration equal to constant. Okay. Now we have to draw VT diagram next. How to draw VT diagram? Slope of VT diagram is equal to acceleration. Now acceleration is constant, so slope will be what? Constant. So we have to draw like this. So this will be constant. Now since acceleration is positive, slope is positive. Okay, so this will be positive. So this is theta and positive. So acceleration is positive, that is why slope is positive. Now next, ST diagram. Okay, now slope of ST diagram is equal to velocity. Now if you see the value of velocity, okay, value of velocity, it is increasing. So slope of ST diagram, it should increase. Okay, and velocity is positive, so slope should be positive. Now in which case slope is increasing? Okay, in this case slope is increasing, in this case slope is increasing. So either curve will be in this way or curve will be in this way. Next we have to see magnitude. Okay, now magnitude of velocity, velocity is in positive direction. So slope will increase in which direction? Positive direction. So curve will be like this. So this will be, curve will be like this, and if you take a point over here, draw a tangent. Okay, measure the angle over here. Again take one more point. Take the angle. You can see here slope is increasing. Okay, and this is anti-clockwise. So slope is increasing. And this degree is 2, meaning this is parabolic curve. Here degree is 1, velocity versus time. Now we'll see second case for uniform acceleration motion. Now in second case, suppose acceleration is in this direction, okay, negative direction. So acceleration is equal to constant. Okay, now answer me how to draw VT and ST. So just tell me, acceleration is shown in negative direction, right? Acceleration is constant. dV by dt is what? Acceleration. Okay, so slope of VT curve is acceleration. Now acceleration is constant, so slope will be constant, and acceleration is negative, so slope should be negative. So that is why we will draw line like this. Okay, and this slope will be negative. Here you can see this theta will be negative. Okay, now last part, ST diagram. How will you draw a curve over here? Slope of ST diagram is velocity. So velocity is ds by dt. Now velocity value, it is decreasing. So slope should reduce. Okay, now slope reduces in these two cases. Here slope is reducing, here also slope is reducing. Okay, now the velocity value, it is positive. So slope should reduce in which direction? Positive direction. So this curve will be like this. So curve will be like this. And if you draw a point over here and one more point over here, draw the tangent and take the slope. You will find that the slope is reducing in positive direction. Okay. Now next, it is variable acceleration motion. Okay, now in variable acceleration motion, how you will draw acceleration versus time diagram? So this is variable acceleration motion. So we will consider this as linear. Okay, so this is acceleration. Okay, now here degree is suppose 1. Now velocity versus time. How to show this? Acceleration is slope of velocity time diagram. So A is equal to dV by dt. Now acceleration value is increasing. So slope on VT diagram, it should increase. Okay, slope should increase, and second thing is this magnitude of acceleration is positive. So slope should increase in positive direction. So which diagram you have to select? Slope increase in positive direction. So it will be like this. And since acceleration time is linear, velocity time, it will be parabolic. Okay, so this will be velocity versus time. Okay, and this curve will be parabolic. We'll write P over here. So this will have degree or degree of 2. Okay, then we'll see the third one, ST diagram. Now in case of ST diagram, how to draw the ST diagram? Velocity is equal to ds by dt. Okay, so here velocity is increasing, so slope should increase. Okay, and velocity is positive, so slope should be positive. So it will be same like that, but only difference is this will be cubic curve. Okay, so here this curve will be cubic curve and degree is 3. Last one, variable, again we will see variable acceleration motion, some other case. Okay, suppose curve is like this, acceleration versus time, it is like this. So how will be velocity versus time diagram? Acceleration is slope of Vt diagram, so dv by dt. Okay, now here acceleration is reducing. Okay, so slope should reduce. So this slope should reduce and acceleration is positive, so slope should reduce in positive direction. So just see this, slope reduces in positive direction in this case, case number 3. So curve will be like that. So this will be the curve. Okay, and it will be parabolic. So this is order 1 and this is order 2. Okay, now what about third case? Velocity is slope of ST diagram. Okay, now velocity is increasing here. If you see the y-axis, velocity is increasing. So slope should increase. And velocity magnitude is positive, so slope should increase in positive direction. Slope increases in positive direction, in which case? This case. So curve will be like this. So this will be cubic curve and order will be 3. So we have completed this table. So basically remember what we do is we will start with acceleration time, then velocity time, then displacement time. And from acceleration time we draw velocity time. How we draw that? Acceleration is dv by dt. Then acceleration is decreasing, so slope should reduce, and this value is positive, so it is reducing in positive direction. So whenever we are taking that angle, it is in anti-clockwise direction. It will be like that. Okay, for all the cases you have to do like that. That is why in first we had seen all these 4 cases. Okay, using these 4 cases and appropriate diagram, we have to draw other diagram. Okay, now there might be a case that velocity time diagram is first given in the question and then we have to draw acceleration time. Okay, then there in that case you have to be careful. So please remember this table. So wherever basic thing is there, like we have like this curve. Okay, variable acceleration is there, it is like this. So we can understand what will be the nature of Vt and St. Okay, please remember this. Now we'll see some example. Okay, now we'll read the question. A particle moves in a straight line with Vt diagram as shown in figure. So here we have velocity versus time diagram. If s is equal to minus 25 meter at t equal to 0. So when time is 0, initially what is s? It is minus 25. Okay, so if you observe this is Vt diagram. Then from there we are drawing AT diagram, and using that we are drawing ST diagram. So if you consider ST diagram, when t is 0, s is what? Minus 25. So that point will be over here. Okay, that is given over there. So when t is 0, s is minus 25 meter. Draw displacement time, ST diagram, and acceleration time diagram, AT diagram, for 0 to 24 seconds. So if you see x-axis of VT diagram, total time is from 0 to 24 seconds. See now velocity is like this, no? Velocity is variable. So how to draw AT? So what is acceleration? Acceleration is slope of VT, dV by dt. Now slope of VT diagram, if you see, it is constant, no? From 0 to 10, this slope is constant. So acceleration will be what? Constant. So here you will have like this. Okay, magnitude will be positive. What about this part? Negative. It will be negative, but whether it will be horizontal, means acceleration will be constant, or acceleration will be variable, or it will be parabolic or cubic. क्या रहेगा? Constant, ना? Why? Because again here you have to see between this 30 plus 30 and this is minus 30. Okay, acceleration is dV by dt. Now this dV by dt, it is remaining constant. Slope is constant. So slope is constant. So acceleration should be what? Constant. Now that magnitude, it will depend on what? We will calculate that part. Okay, next, if you see this part, velocity is constant. So acceleration will be what? See this, acceleration is what? dV by dt, which is what? Slope, no? Here you can see if line is horizontal, slope is 0. So if slope is 0, acceleration is what? 0. So this part will be 0 acceleration. So we'll start with the calculation. So what is the initial condition given when t is 0, s is equal to minus 25 meter. Okay, now we will start with acceleration time diagram. Now how to draw this acceleration time diagram? Acceleration is slope of VT diagram. So for first time interval, what is the time interval? Just understand this, it is from 0 to 10, right? So we'll write down the time interval. 0, time is between 0 and 10. In that case, what will be slope? Slope is equal to acceleration, and that acceleration will be what? dy by dx, right? So what is dy? It will be 30 minus 0. So we'll write down 30 minus 0 divided by, what will be dx? It will be 10 minus 0. So from here we will get 3 meter per second square. Okay, so from 0, okay, so this acceleration part, for this part we have to draw acceleration now. Okay, it will be like this. What is magnitude of that? 3 meter per second square. Now what is the second time interval? We'll consider this line. Okay, 30 to minus 30. Okay, this will be for time period 10 to 16. So when time is 10 to 16, in this case acceleration is equal to slope. What will be that value? dy by dx, right? First point, this is first point and this is second. So what will be dy? This is minus 30. I'll write it down over here. This is minus 30. So minus 30 minus this 30. Okay, so minus 30 divided by, what will be dx? It will be 16 minus 10. So acceleration will be minus 10 meter per second square. Okay, now minus 10 means, okay, just you have to take the scale. If this is 3, just see this height. If this is 3, 10 should be bigger than that. Okay, so suppose this is 10. So this is 10 meter per second square. Okay, next we will consider from when time is between 16 to 24. Okay, so time is between 16 and 24. What will be acceleration? Acceleration is equal to slope of VT diagram. And what is the slope? Just observe this. It is horizontal, na? Slope will be what? 0. So slope is 0, so acceleration will be 0. So I'll use some other color here. So suppose this is 3 meter per second square. This is 10 meter per second square, but negative. Okay, this will be minus. And last one is acceleration is 0. So diagram will be like this. Okay, I hope acceleration time diagram is okay. So here acceleration is 0. Next we will see ST diagram. ST diagram. Now we will take the reference of VT diagram again. From VT diagram we are going to draw ST diagram. Okay, so what is that relation? Slope of VT diagram, it is acceleration, and change of displacement, change in displacement is area under VT diagram. So we will use that point. Okay, so ST diagram, what we will write? Change in displacement is equal to area under VT diagram. Okay, now what will be change in displacement, that we will observe. Now before that, one condition is given, that is very important. T is equal to 0, displacement is minus 25 meter. So this is S0, that value has been given over here. So we will start from negative side. Okay, suppose this is that point, minus 25 meter. Okay, now point by point we have to calculate. So for first point we have already got, when T is 0, S0 is minus 25. Now what is the next time? Next time is 10 seconds. Okay, so we'll write down for 10 seconds. At T is equal to 10, what is the change in displacement? We'll see the diagram. Okay, what will be change in displacement? It will be S10 minus S0 is equal to area of this VT diagram. What will be this area? It will be half into base is 10 and height is 30. So here we will write S10 minus S0 is equal to half into base is 10 and height is 30. So if you substitute the value of this S0, we can calculate S10. So S10 is equal to 150, and this minus and minus, it will become plus 25, it will go on right hand side, it will become minus, so minus 25. So S10 is equal to 125 meter. So we will mark, I have taken that point. Okay, now I will show you the main diagram like this. Just observe this. We have taken all the points. So if you see this, we have traced all the points. This is 0 second, then this is 10 second, then this is in between here, this point, this is 16 seconds, and last one is 24 seconds. So we are at this line. Okay, so we'll mark the displacement value there. So this value is 125 meter. Okay, now just see the question. In the question it has been given. Okay, if S is minus 25 meter at T equal to 0, that is why we have taken, when T is 0, this x-axis you can see it is T. So when T is 0, S is minus 25 meter. Next we have marked S is equal to, y-axis is S, remember. So S is 125 meter we have marked. Now next point we will see, we have completed 10 seconds. Okay, next point will be this point. Okay, now both the triangles, if you see, they are same. Why? Because this is plus 30 and this is minus 30. And if this is 16 and if this is 10, In between, what will be this distance? 6. So half distance will be how much? 3. So this point, it will be 13. So we will write down at t equal to 13 seconds. What we can write? S13 minus previous point was S10, right? We'll take that. S13 minus S10 is equal to. Now what is the area that we have to see? So S13 to S10, what is this area? It will be this triangle, right? Half into base is 3 into height is 30. So half into 3 into 30. So from here we can calculate S13 is equal to, this part is 125. Okay, so this is minus 125, it will go on right hand side, become plus 125. So we have 45 plus 125 equal to 170 meter. So next point we have marked, we can mark now, it will be somewhere over here. Okay, suppose this is the point. Along with that, now what we will do is join the points as well. Okay, now from this minus 25 to 125, how to join? Okay, understand this, this is important part. Now velocity, we are drawing which diagram? ST diagram. Okay, so velocity is slope of ST diagram. Now velocity is increasing. Here you can see velocity is increasing. So slope should increase. This is first point. Velocity magnitude is positive, so slope should increase in positive direction. So what will be the nature of curve? Slope should increase in positive direction, right? So curve will be like this. So we'll draw that curve. So from minus 25, we have to draw a curve. This will be parabolic. Why parabolic? Because velocity is linear. We had seen this, na? When velocity is linear, here you can see when velocity is linear, ST diagram is parabolic. Okay, so ST diagram is parabolic. So that is why this will be parabolic. Next we have got the value of S13. Okay, so we'll continue this. Now from 125, we have to mark 170. So 170 will be somewhere over here. Now from 125 to 170, how to draw? We will see that. Observe this part. What is velocity? Velocity is slope of ST diagram. Velocity is decreasing, so slope should decrease. Okay, now slope should decrease and this value is positive. Okay, so slope should decrease in positive direction. We'll see the graph. Slope should decrease in positive direction. It will be like this. Okay, so I'll draw the curve now. Slope should decrease, so in positive direction. It will be like this. And this top point, it will be 170 meter. So we have reached this 13. Okay, now we'll see at t equal to 16. At t equal to 16, what we can write? S16 minus S13 is equal to area under VT. Now what is the area over here? Area will be of this triangle. Okay, it will be half into base 13 to 16, it will be 3. And what is this height? Height is minus 30. So we'll write down half into base is 3 into height is minus 30. So from here we can calculate S16. S16 is equal to this is 170, which is negative. It will go on right hand side, become positive. So we'll write down S16 is minus 45 plus 170. It is 125 meter. So we'll plot this on the ST diagram now. So ST diagram, this will be the point 125 meter. Okay. Now we will see the VT diagram, because we have to draw ST diagram. Velocity is equal to ds by dt. Okay. Now velocity, it is increasing or decreasing? It is increasing, right? So velocity is increasing in negative direction. So velocity is increasing, so slope should increase. And since velocity is negative, slope should increase in negative direction. So we will see which curve we have to use now. Slope should increase in negative direction. So this curve we have to use like this. So we'll draw the curve now. From this point, okay. Now we have reached till this 16 seconds. Next point is 24 seconds. So we'll write down at t is equal to 24. At t equal to 24, S24 minus S16 is equal to, what is that area? This area, it is rectangle, right? So this area will be 24 minus 16, 8, and this is minus 30. So minus 30 into 8. So S24 is equal to S16 value, it is 125. It will go on right hand side, it will become positive. Minus 240 plus 125. So displacement is minus 115 meter. Minus 115. Suppose this point is minus 115 meter. Now we'll see how to draw this. Okay, everywhere here it is parabola, right? See the velocity diagram. Okay, so if velocity is linear, displacement is parabolic. Here also it is parabolic, here also parabolic, here also parabolic. So for all the three parts we have to write P. Here also we have to write P, parabolic, and this part is also parabolic. Now last part, velocity is constant. Okay, so how to draw this now? V is equal to ds by dt. Velocity is constant, so slope should be what? Constant. So that graph now it will be linear, and since this is in negative direction, the slope will be what? Negative. Okay, so we'll draw that part now. So from 125 to minus 115, this will be linear. So this part is linear. We'll see how to calculate. It is not asked in the question, okay, but it might be asked. So what we will do is, this is displacement versus time diagram. At this location displacement is 0. So what should be the time? And at this location also displacement is 0. So what should be the time? So we'll write down the time on this diagram first. So here time is 0. Then this point time is 10. This one is 13. This one is 16. And last one is 24. So we have to basically calculate what is this time. So suppose this time this much is t, and suppose this much is t1. So finally we have to calculate what is this total time, okay, and what is this time when displacement is 0. So what we will do, we will first calculate this t1 part and then add 16 to get this total time, okay, and in this case here we will directly get t1. So we will use, I'll write down a statement. Let t be time taken by particle to reach s is equal to 0 from 16 t equal to 16 seconds. Okay, so what is meaning of this? We have considered this time as t. Okay, initially if you see at 16 seconds, what is the displacement? It is 125. Okay, now at t seconds after 16, displacement is 0. So what is this t that we have to calculate? So what we will write is change in displacement. Okay, we have already seen this part. Change in displacement is what? Area under VT diagram. Okay, and if you see VT diagram, we only have triangle. Okay, here we have triangle and here we have rectangle. So this area we can take easily. So we will use this logic. Change in displacement is equal to area under VT diagram. So I'll write it down. So we have to calculate ST minus S16. Okay, so we have to calculate ST, it will be this much, and S16 it will be this much. So we will get this T. So ST minus S16 is equal to area under VT diagram. Okay, for 16 to this time period. So we'll see that area. So 16 to here there will be one time period. So I'll draw imaginary rectangle over here. So suppose this is T. What is height? It is minus 30. Okay, so we'll write down the area now. ST minus S16 is equal to minus 30 into T. Okay, ST is what? Displacement at time T. Okay, this location displacement is what? 0. So that value is 0. Minus, what is S16? S16 is 125 meter. So minus 125 equal to minus 30 into T. So from here we can calculate T. T is equal to 4.16 seconds. But we require total time, right? So total time is equal to, what will be the total time? See the diagram. Of this point, total time will be 16 seconds plus this T. So we'll write down 16 plus, what is T? 4.16 seconds. So from here total time is 20.16 seconds. Now this you can write down on diagram. So here this point time is 20.16, this point. Okay, now we'll move on to this point. What is the time to reach from minus 25 to 0 displacement? How to calculate that? Again we will use change in displacement is area under VT diagram. What is change in displacement here? ST1 minus S0 is equal to area under VT. So I'll write down, suppose T1 is the time to reach from minus 25 meter to 0 meter. So here we will write down ST1 minus S0 is equal to, what will be area? Just see the VT diagram. Now here you need to construct a triangle. Okay, so I'll draw a triangle over here. Suppose this is the triangle. What is this distance? This distance is T1, which we have considered. Okay, and by similar triangle, we can calculate what is this height. How to calculate that? For T1, what is the bigger triangle? This triangle you can consider, and this triangle. These are similar triangles. So T1 upon 10 is equal to unknown height upon 30. So from here we can calculate that unknown height, which is 3 T1. So this height will be 3 T1. So what is the area of this triangle now? Half into T1 into 3 T1. Half into T1 into 3 T1. ST1 is 0 and S0 is minus 25 is equal to 3 by 2 T1 square. So from here we can calculate T1, which is equal to 4.08 seconds. So what will be this time period? It will be this time period. So we can write down over here time. It is 4.08 seconds. So what we will do now, once again we will go through this question, okay, so that you will remember this. So what is given? A particle moves in a straight line with VT diagram as shown in figure. So here velocity versus time diagram has been shown. Okay. Now at t is equal to 0, s is minus 25 meter. That is why if you see ST diagram, when t is 0, s is how much? Minus 25 meter, that we have shown over here. Next, draw displacement time diagram and acceleration time diagram for 0 to 24 seconds. So what was our approach? We have been given velocity versus time diagram. Okay, so in order to calculate acceleration, what logic we have used? Acceleration is slope of VT diagram. Okay, now whenever we are writing equation like this, okay, when acceleration is slope, okay, like this equation, when we write equation in terms of slope, na, you have to write time as in between that, because slope will be constant in between this one. Okay, so when time is in between 0 to 10, in that case what will be the slope? Acceleration is dv by dt. Now what is this dv by dt? dy by dx, so 30 minus 0 upon 10 minus 0. We got 3 meter per second square. Now how to mark this on AT diagram? Understand that acceleration is dv by dt. Okay. Now this slope, it is constant. If you see, this slope is constant. Theta1 is constant. So this acceleration will be what? Constant, and same value we got. That is why you can see here acceleration we have marked in positive direction, which is 3 meter per second square. Now second we will see time interval between 10 to 16. Okay, this is 30 and bottom side it is minus 30. So what will be the slope? Acceleration is slope of VT diagram. So slope will be minus 30 minus of 30 divided by 16 minus 10. So from here we got acceleration, which is minus 10. We marked acceleration over here. Now if you see this velocity diagram, again acceleration is dv by dt. Okay, this slope is constant. That is why, and it is negative. Slope is negative. That is why acceleration is negative. Okay, and since slope is constant, acceleration is constant. Then third part, when time is between 16 and 24. Okay, here you can see velocity is constant. And what is acceleration? It is dv by dt. Now since velocity is constant, acceleration is what? Derivative of constant is 0. So acceleration is what? 0. So this is all about AT diagram. That is easy part. Okay, next we will see ST diagram. Now ST diagram we will draw from VT diagram. So what is that equation we have to write? Change in displacement is equal to area under VT diagram. Okay, now when you are writing slope, we write the time is in between 2 points. Okay, when we are taking area part, we calculate point by point. Okay, so when t is equal to 0, S0 is how much? Minus 25. It is given in the question. Now when t is equal to 10 seconds, when t is equal to 10 seconds, what will be change in displacement? It will be S10 minus S0 is equal to area of this area under VT diagram. Now area under this VT diagram is what? Triangle. So half into base is 10 into height is 30. Then we substitute the value of S0 as 25. So from here we calculated what is S10. Then we mark that value of S10 over here. Now we have to draw a curve joining minus 25 and 125. How to do this? We have to see VT diagram now. Okay. So what is velocity? Velocity is ds by dt. Now velocity is increasing, so slope should increase. Okay, so velocity is increasing, ds by dt will increase, and this is positive, so slope should increase in positive direction. So curve will be like this. Okay, curve is like this, and since velocity is linear, displacement will be parabolic. Okay, so here this displacement is what? Parabolic. Next point, we have calculated 10 seconds. Now if you see this is 10, this is 16, and this is 30, and this is minus 30. So this point between, it will be how much? 13. So total is 6. In between this distance will be, this time period will be 3 seconds. So this will be 13 seconds. So at 13 seconds, t equal to 13 seconds, we can write S13 minus S10 equal to, what is the area under VT? So area will be area of this triangle. Half into base is, this is 3, into height is 30. So S13 minus S10 is that area. Substitute this value, whatever we have calculated, S10 over here. Okay, we will get S13. We have marked S13 point over here. After marking this point, we have to draw the curve. How to draw the curve? Observe this. Okay, this part you have to observe. So velocity is ds by dt. Slope of ST diagram. Now velocity is reducing, so slope should reduce, and it is positive, so slope should reduce in positive direction. So curve will be like this. Slope is reducing in positive direction. So this is about S equal to when S at time equal to 13 seconds. The next point is 16 seconds. In case of 16 seconds, what we will write? S16 minus S13 is equal to area under VT diagram, which is half into base is 3 into height is minus 30. So from there again we will take help of this S13 value which we calculated in previous step. So S13 value substitute over here and we can calculate S16 now. Same S16 I have marked over here. Now we have to draw this curve. How to draw this curve? Observe VT diagram. So velocity is slope of ST diagram. Now velocity, it is increasing in negative direction. So slope should increase in, and this value is negative. So slope should increase in negative direction. So curve will be like this. Next part, and note that since this line, and this line, all three are linear on velocity, here all three are parabolic on displacement time diagram. So this is parabolic, this is parabolic, this is also parabolic. Now we will calculate S24. So S24 minus S16 is area under VT diagram, which will be 24 minus 16, 8 multiplied by minus 30. So that point I have written over here. So I have written S24 minus S16 value we have, so we can calculate S24. Now after calculating S24, we located that it is minus 115. Okay, now we have to mark that point. So how to mark that point? Velocity is slope of ST curve. Okay, now velocity is what? Constant. So slope should be constant, and since velocity is negative, slope is negative. Since velocity is like this, slope will be what there? It will be linear. Okay, so here you can see from this point to this point, whatever line we draw, it is linear. Okay, then after that what we did is, we wanted to calculate, even though this is not asked, we calculated what is the time when displacement becomes 0. Okay, so at this location displacement is 0. What is the time? We assumed it to be t1, and we assume time from 16 to this point as t. Okay, and we have to calculate this much. So how we calculated this? ST minus S16 is area under VT. We considered this, which is t into minus 30. So from there we got t, and that t plus 16 we got total t. Then we have to calculate t1. How to calculate t1? Again, st1 minus s0 is equal to, we considered this area under VT. This is t1. From similar triangle, height we got 3 t1, and from here we took the area of this triangle and calculated t1 time.